These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonials appearing on this site are not affiliated with Plexus Worldwide Incorporated. They are individual experiences reflecting real-life experiences of those who have used our products in some way or another. However, they are individual results, and results do vary. We do not claim that they are typical results that consumers will generally achieve. The testimonials are not necessarily representative of all those who will use our products and/or services.
Welcome to Fun with Plexus. It's gonna be fun, and we're gonna talk about Plexus, oddly enough. So, what you are doing is you are getting in on the very ground level, the very basis of what Fun with Plexus is gonna be about. So, without further ado, the person I have over my shoulder back here is the wonderful, amazing Emerald Ambassador, Jana Brady. Let's give it up for Jana Brady. Jana is the person who got the person who got the person who got the person who got the person in to get me into Plexus. So technically, without her, I wouldn't be here. So let's give it up for Jana. So, Jana is an Emerald Ambassador. She is amazing. We're going to talk to her. She's going to be the first interview. This is the inaugural one. So thank you very much for being here. Also, we're going to go 2 sets of questions. We're going to go health and business journey questions, and then we're going to talk about the Plexus questions, and you'll learn more about those in a little bit. But without further ado, the lovely, amazing Jana Brady. So, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So, first question. What has been your health journey and what brought you to Plexus?
Well, first of all, I just want to thank you for having me. I'm
Absolutely.
very, very honored. So, thank you. For me, I was so intrigued by what my sponsor was sharing about the products. I knew her integrity. We went all the way back to high school together. We actually cheerleaded together in high school. And I just knew her. And when she started sharing these products, I took notice. And I started to research them. I was pregnant at the time. I was actually pregnant with Jack, my almost 3-year-old now. And what I found was that they were safe. They were safe for pregnant women. They were safe for nursing moms. And I'm just kind of irritated with myself that I waited 3 months to jump on board.
Right.
I should have.
Right.
But I did. And I actually reached out to her, 3 months postpartum. And I had gained 60 pounds with my pregnancy, which was crazy. I am a mama of 4, but at the time, I had 2 pregnancies behind me, and I had not gained nearly as much. So I was struggling. And so I'll be honest, my first issue was just to lose that weight. I didn't realize the power that these products had beyond that. So I got on the products, I got on the products, and my first month, I just was taking a slim my first month, and I lost 15 pounds my first month, which is crazy. And so I added products. I added the Probio 5 and I added the Bio Cleanse, and by the 4th month taking these products, I had lost all of my pregnancy weight plus more. So I was underneath my pre-pregnancy weight. Just a few things to note about my health journey, because that's my weight loss. Weight loss was amazing. Weight loss was incredible. But I noticed that my milk supply was fabulous. That was incredible for my newborn. Also, we wanted another baby. And with Jack, we it took us a year and a half to get pregnant with him, and it wasn't fun. We had a miscarriage along the way. So that was hard. And so, we wanted to get pregnant again. I was nearing 40. I knew I didn't have a whole lot of time. And so we kind of just expected that it was going to take us just as much time to get pregnant with the next one.
Right.
But, to our surprise, when we started trying, we got pregnant that first month that we started trying. And it really wasn't even a full run. It was just kind of a trial run, and we got pregnant.
Right.
And that's incredible at 39 years old. So I don't know. What that tells me is that, my hormones were in balance, and that's one of the things that I believe that Slim does, is it balances hormones, and it, that's why, with milk supply, all those things, wrap into it. So, with this last pregnancy that I had with Lily, it was night and day with Jack. With Jack was before Plexus. I gained the 60 pounds. I struggled. I was on bed rest for 2 months. It was hard. And with Lily, it was completely different. I had just clean bill of health throughout the whole thing.
Right.
My blood pressure was amazing. I was, pretty much consistently, 110/60 the whole entire time.
Right.
I didn't swell. I wish I could share with you guys my just side by, because they're back-to-back pregnancies. They're
Right.
only 15 months apart, and I wish I could share with you just the difference between 39 weeks pregnant with Jack and 39 weeks pregnant with Lily. It was just completely different.
Right.
So yeah, it's just the health aspect, the health journey that I experienced with these products with my pregnancy was incredible. Incredible.
Well, and to have them back to back like that, you can absolutely see the difference in the two.
Yeah, I was bloated, I was swollen, I was miserable. And I'm not saying that I wasn't at the end of my pregnancy with Lily miserable, because we all are.
Yeah.
But it was so much different. It was so much different.
Right.
And that's one of the things, like with on my team, I have so many mamas on my team. And there's just different, they were pregnant, or they got pregnant, or,
Right.
There's just so many different variances of where they are on their journey, but it all kind of stems back to that, hormone balance. And
Right.
I can tell you that they all will say the same thing, that they have such a different experience this time around. So.
Well, that is awesome. So, how did you first put together the business opportunity, and what has been your growth as far as that's concerned?
Well, I jumped in with 2 feet from the very beginning. I didn't mess around. I jumped in as an ambassador, and this is why. I also saw the opportunity. Again, going back to my sponsor, I knew her integrity. I knew what she was all about, and I was on maternity leave, and I was scared. I'll be honest with you. I was super scared, because by the grace of God, I got to maternity leave. And the year prior, I had some issues with my older daughter. She's now almost 19, but I was away from work a lot with her.
Okay.
I was also away from work with my pregnancy. I was on bed rest for 2 months. And so just, my job was very intensive. And the fact that I was away so much, I didn't even know if I was going to have my job by the time I got to maternity leave. And so that I got maternity leave was, the first win.
Right.
But being in maternity leave, I was, number one, absolutely devastated that I was going to have to return to work. I didn't want to. I was a stay-at-home mom with my first two kids that I had very early in life, 23, 24. And so I was looking for other options. And when I saw that she was making this, a real legitimate thing, I remember her posting that she hit 100 team members, and that floored me. 100 people joined her.
Right.
And so when I made this decision for my health, I also made this decision to be able to stay at home with my kids. And the way that God works, about 2 weeks before my maternity leave was up, I was laid off from my job. I was part of an employee reduction program, and so I really had to make this work.
Right.
And I did. I went full throttle, and I never looked back. And I replaced my income with a corporate job that it was a good income. We needed it.
Right.
So, it's not something that's super easy. You have to work at it, and you have to learn, and you have to grow, and you have to love on your team and all of those things. But this literally has changed our lives. I have been able to stay at home with my two babies now and replace my income now twice over. And we're just growing. So it's been incredible.
That is awesome. And growing and moving, I hear.
Now we're moving. Yes, in 2 months.
Nice. All right. So now we're going to get to the Plexus questions. This is the part that I love, because this is what Leanne and I work together to make up questions that everybody would answer. That way we can get everybody's perspective on the same thing, because everybody's health journey is a little bit different. Everybody's business journey is a little bit different. But the Plexus questions, each one will start with a letter, and they all spell out Plexus. So, starting with the products. Products are the cornerstone of our business. What is the product that has made the biggest difference for your health?
That's a hard question because I love so many of the products.
Right.
I take a lot of them. And they have been so impactful on my health. But I will say probably, I'm going to give you two. Sorry.
Okay.
Of
course.
Number one, Slim. The Slim has, I feel, absolutely balanced my hormones, was integral in having a pregnancy with Lily, my last baby. That pregnancy was night and day from my last three before her.
Right.
My blood pressure was 110/60, which is crazy, like healthy.
Yes.
I had no issues with my blood sugar. I was able to nurse Jack throughout all of that, which that's hugely hormonal.
Right.
Around 20 weeks, it kind of all stops, and
right.
that didn't stop for me. So anyway, Slim just in so many ways was so impactful, both in my weight loss, in the way my pregnancy unfolded, in the way that my postpartum went. It just really was amazing. But I'm going to say, because I have been on this product for, a week and a half now, and the Edge
right.
has been insane for me. I am very ADHD.
Right.
About, 3-4 weeks, crazy enough, 3-4 weeks before I got pregnant with Jack, I was put on Adderall. And this is not a product, I'm just saying from my own personal experience.
Right.
But I have noticed that I have been so clear and so focused, and my mood has improved, and I have been losing weight where I have been stagnant for a while.
Right.
And this product has been incredible for me. And where I felt so uneasy and so uncomfortable before on prescription drugs, I feel like this is my answer, because it's not something I ever wanted to revisit.
Right.
Back on medication, but I've been pregnant for the last 3 years, so
right.
I haven't been able to.
Right.
But this has absolutely been a game changer for me. So I'm going to just say 2 products.
Okay.
Slim and...
Okay. Hang on just a second. We'll be right back after a quick break. Okay. So that actually wasn't a break. I have peanuts roasting upstairs. Had to go take care of those. So, now, second Plexus question. This will begin with an L, Plexus PL. There we go. So, leadership is vital to having success. What is the most important thing your upline has taught you?
I absolutely believe that what she taught me was to be my own rock star. One of the things that I think has been absolutely important in my journey is that I didn't wait for somebody to hand it to me. I did it myself. I looked up the information. I read leadership books. I read network marketing books. I took that into my own hands, and I was in charge of my own journey. And I see so many people that are waiting, for their leader to hand feed them. And that is, as a leader, yes, we're going to do everything that we can for our people. But when I see somebody taking their own reins and going for it and learning and, doing what you're doing right now, that tells me that there is nothing stopping you. And that tells me that that person has an incredible amount of potential, and they're going to go all the way as far as their goals and their dreams are going to take them. That, I think, is what sets people apart, when they take it into their own hands and they decide for themselves that they're going to make this work for them. And I believe that my sponsor taught me that. In so many ways, she taught me that I needed to figure this out and do this and make this a priority in my life. So leaders are so important, and your sponsor is so important, but you are the most important factor in this.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, very well said, by the way. So,
Thanks.
E is about education. Education can be the key to unlock the wealth of knowledge in our business. What's the one thing that you learned early on that is still true today?
Just to never, ever stop growing. As your team grows, you have to grow along with them. Your team is going to do exactly what you do, inadvertently or inadvertently. They're going to do exactly what you do. So you have to be growing. You have to be growing in your leadership. You have to be growing every month. You have to be growing in your business. The moment that you slow down, they're going to slow down too. And I've seen that. And I am absolutely, that's something that I have seen in myself. That when I'm not adding and I'm not growing myself, my team follows suit. So I make it an absolute priority to add, go silver every month, to add people, to be adding to my customer base, to constantly be growing myself in my leadership. It's imperative because they are watching.
Right. They
are watching every single day. So you have to just continue to grow and continue to build your level ones and show your team that you are active and you are engaged.
Awesome. Okay, so now comes the X. I know, you're saying to yourself, what's he going to start with X? Here we go. So, X marks the spot on a map. What is your hidden treasure that you found works best in your business?
You know, when I started to focus on my team culture, everything changed. And I had a very long stretch in my business where it was very stagnant. I stayed at senior gold for a year, almost to the date, a year. And that's discouraging. You know, a lot of people would be very, very discouraged by that. But what I learned was that when I started to focus on building relationships with my team, between each other, not just with me, but with each other, and pulling my leaders together, and just fostering positivity on my team, it really built the culture. And I really feel like, you know, as you build your team, you have to focus on that culture with the individuals there. They cannot exist on an island. If you have people that are, if you're just speaking to your team and you're not pulling them together, then they're not going to relate. And you want them to relate to each other. You want them to grow with each other. You want them to connect. And that made all the difference in the world for my team and for my growth, was when I focused on that. And I did that through a separate team page. I called my leaders together. I asked, you know, who wants to go all the way, who wants to be diamond, who has big goals. And from that, we had 13 people. But from those 13 people, we went from a senior gold team to an emerald team. And it made all the difference in the world. So focus on the individual, you know, talk to your people, see, you know, just engage them, see what they need, and connect them with other people. And that's going to be all the difference in the world for your overall growth. And I don't know. I mean, it's just, it makes all the difference in the world. So.
Okay, so you, Plexus, Plexu, understanding the products is fundamental to growing in your business. What is your go-to resource for education about products?
For me personally, it's YouTube. I have probably 15 to 16 channels saved that I visit regularly of other leaders in the company. I'm always seeking out leaders that share their knowledge. And YouTube is a huge resource, you know, both for product knowledge and for leadership and company knowledge. Also, a huge thing for me, especially in my stagnant period, was listening to training calls. Destination Diamond Dream Team, that's Celeste, Gwen's, and Jen Hawkins' team page. They have a weekly leader call that they do, and I would put that on loop in my ear while I was walking the babies, or, you know, doing dishes or vacuuming or whatever. That was my belief building system. That's what absolutely changed everything for my belief. And so I highly recommend that you look them up. I have on Team One's team page, we have a whole list of all the different calls. There's like 100 of them. It will literally keep you busy forever. That's amazing. Team pages are huge. You know, go look in the files. There's a ton of information there. I mean, that's one of the things that I find so amazing with our company is we have so many resources. Go on your website, go on your own website and look into the resources, the training resources. There's a ton. There's no shortage of information out there if you look for it.
Awesome. So, lastly, we'll try that again. Lastly, sustainability, because we want this to go a long time, lifetime, probably. So, sustainability can help everyone grow in this company. What is the best tip you have that you've learned from your upline that you've made sure to pass on to your downline?
2 words. Go silver.
Okay.
Go silver every month. You go silver every month. Number 1, you're growing your front line. And that's the amazing thing about Plexus is that you can grow unlimited level 1s. But you're also training your team to do the same. When they see you do that, they're going to do the same thing. That's going to be you're setting the bar for your team. So just never, ever become complacent. Never, ever go into management mode. Always be building. Always be training. Always be growing. That's it. I mean, it's a simple, simple, simple equation.
Right.
Go silver every month. You know, be building your customer base. Show your team that you are constantly growing. That you are doing your part and that you're not expecting from them to lift you up. That you are doing your part to do the same. And you are in the trenches with them and you are growing.
Right.
That's going to empower your team and that's going to show them that, this is doable.
Those are awesome words. Absolutely love them. Completely doable. Completely understandable. That's why I love this lady. Would give her a big hug if I could. Last time we were together at convention, I made sure I did. Good hugger, by the way. So,
Yes,
I want to thank you very much for being the first of hopefully many. So, without further ado, we're going to have fun in this thing. We're going to have fun on this sucker. And you got to come back next Thursday because we'll have another one. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a shake recipe upstairs. And you'll have to come back. So subscribe down below. We'll say goodbye to Jana. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You are very welcome. So we're going to have some fun up in this sucker.